I noticed there's an 11-year gap in your career where your last movie appearance was Jane Silent Bob as Cockknocker. And 11 years later in Sushi Girl, as I mentioned, as Crow, which was incredible standout performance in my opinion. So, and between those years, you did a lot of very, very good and wonderful voice acting. But what exactly brought you back to the movies?
Well, you know, if they ask me, I'm usually game for it. I had a little trouble with Sushi Girl because I read it and I thought, wow, this is awfully violent. He even tortures someone with pliers to the teeth, and I've been married to a dental hygienist for over 30 years, so yeah, it's may the floss be with you with her. But I thought, this is one of those movies that I would like to see. I don't know if I can handle being in it, so foolishly I turned it down, and my daughter said, you know, you're always complaining about why don't I get parts like Paul Giamatti, or why don't I get parts like Steve Buscemi, because I love those character parts. It doesn't have to be the main role, just something interesting in supporting is fine with me. So she said, if you turn this down, I don't ever hear you complaining about not getting character parts again. I thought, boy, is she right. I wonder if it's too late. And I called my agent and said, contact them and say that I want to meet with the director. And fortunately, they hadn't cast that part. Because as it turns out, I mean, I didn't know anybody in the cast except for Tony Todd. And he has such gravitas. He's such a great actor. And I was sort of his sidekick. So I thought, well, at least I know Tony. And but it turned out to be, you know, one of the most fulfilling roles I've ever played, and I didn't expect that because I'm a little squeamish. I thought, you know, is it going to be dark and scary on set? I should have known better. I worked with Linda Blair right after The Exorcist, and I was like, was it scary on set? And she said, no. I mean, first of all, it was freezing because they didn't have CGI to put in the breath. It was a refrigerated set, and she said, I was in the makeup, so I couldn't see how I looked, and William Friedkin kept everything light and happy because of the subject matter. So I should have known better, but because we had a really good time. We laughed a lot. As dark as it was a pretty funny movie in its own way.
Speaking of funny and your choice in roles, I noticed you often play kind of self-ironic characters like the Cockknocker I mentioned, or my most favorite ironically character, the Chanukah zombie in Futurama. So what is your personal favorite of those characters?
The Hanukkah zombie. I never thought I would ever be involved in rapping with Ice. Was it Ice Cube or Ice T?
Oh, you are.
One of the ices.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, because you know, you don't get more white bread mayonnaise-y a guy than me, and here I am with this iconic rapper. Again, I love offbeat things, and Futurama I adore. I was so thrilled to be asked to be on The Simpsons. I got all choked up because they were all my idols, and here they are, you know, these people that or these characters that you've heard for years and years. It's remarkable, but again, voiceover has been, I thought, where has this been all my life? Because I had to go to Broadway to be able to do character parts, and in voiceover, I do pretty much nothing but character parts. I got typed as a villain. How do you get typed in cartoons? Well, you know, when they figure if you do one thing well, do it over and over and over and over again. But so far, it's all been fun.
Comet says be slow to anger. Low down scammers got me seeing red. Got my TIE fighter out of the hangar. Jump back, Jack, 'cause I'm Jewish and I'm undead.